Greetings once again, spacefaring adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din, back again with another chapter of Eden Zero, where previously Ziggy showed up to the battle for Mother, having arrived in the nick of time, as Shiki was a bit on the ropes fighting against Void. Ziggy revealed that regardless of what Void was trying to do, Mother was dying, but apparently Shiki is the one who will save her, or at least has the potential to save her. And so, as Shiki makes his way towards Void, Ziggy faces off against his son. Yes, oddly enough, and much to the breaking of my brain, let's give the rundown. Ziggy, spoiler alert, is Shiki from an alternate timeline towards the Battle of the End against Shura, where all those bombs were detonated. Shiki and Rebecca were caught up in the blast, and because of their powers they were sent through time, thousands of years into the future. Rebecca died, Shiki mangled. Shiki converted to a robot body, Ziggy. Rebecca converted into the Eden Zero. But apparently, Rebecca in that timeline was pregnant. Nice, Shiki, I guess? But the baby wasn't really that far along, but still had a consciousness, and a consciousness ended up transferring into the Eden's one, and thus the child of Shiki and Rebecca, that's still weird, is out to wipe out all of humanity, even his own mother. Cause Rebecca. Weird. However, because of this lineage, Void doesn't just have the power over space through gravity. No, he also has the Cat Leaper ability, power over time. Yes, a descendant of the Church of Saint Fire Nox, which actually might somewhat explain how they were able to find Rachel's home planet so easily. Maybe. I'm not sure. Regardless, looks like Ziggy's gonna teach his child a lesson. Hopefully. Can Ziggy make this work? And can Shiki make it to Mother and make things right? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Eden Zero, Chapter 268, Ziggy versus Void. And you have Witch riding a giant lizard. Which got that cake? Damn. So we see Rebecca following behind Shiki as they make their way towards Mother. Void says to Ziggy, "That woman is not my mother, and you are not my father." Ziggy says, "Yeah, I don't like thinking I have a kid who's a delinquent on a universal level." Oh god. But if that's the truth, destroying you with my own hands is the least I can do to say goodbye. As Ziggy charges up, his gravity power in his fist, he says, "Neither of us should be here in this time, in this world. This is where we both cease to exist." Oh, okay. I kind of figured that maybe Ziggy was gonna, try to off himself, or at least go down fighting. Because, this was the mission. This was what he was sent back in time to do. Prevent the death of Mother. So, Ziggy and Void clash fists. Energy ripples from their attacks. Their two attacks create a gravitational pull that brings in every chunk of rock floating in that sector of space. The two pause for a moment, then jump back before any of the rocks can crash into them. Ziggy commands some of the rocks towards Void, but Void redirects them. Ziggy once again charges gravity energy in his fist, but before Ziggy can strike, Void disappears. Void, using the power of the Cat Leaper, appears behind Ziggy saying, I have power over time. All you have is gravity. I am your superior," he says as he strikes Ziggy in the back. Ziggy, without missing a beat, once again charges gravity energy in his fist, saying, "Maybe I do only have gravity, but I know how to use it." And he unleashes Magimac attack, Gravity Fist, managing to nail Void right in the face. Wait, what? Oh god, we're doing this again? Couldn't he just have a robot body? Why does he have a physical body? I thought it was just his consciousness. How is he physically fully formed? I'm so at a loss for it. Okay, after Ziggy's strike, Void's helmet crumbles, and we get a good look at Void's face, and it just looks like an angry Shiki. Oh my god. Almost kind of looks like, makes me think of Ryzen from Dead Rock. It's so weird. Okay, I don't know how to. Look, man, even when I follow your train of thought, you do something that makes me go, how does that work? I really need somebody to explain to me how he has a fleshy face. I mean, at least with Ziggy, it was like, I don't know, they incorporated some manner of his face. Even with Ziggy, that kind of made, no, he still had the face. They just built around his fleshy bits, right? Right? That's how that worked, right? I don't know, man. Okay, Ziggy says, well, you do have Shiki's good looks. Pat yourself on the back. God, this series has gotten so weird. Oh, okay, we're cutting away. Oh, great. Please, but this is hurting my brain. We cut back over to the Eden Zero. You know, the Eden Zero that was an imminent self-destruct because of Killer. Yeah, that's still about to happen. You still see the horde of dragons all around, explosions everywhere. The Demon King's warship Eden Zero. Countdown to destruction, 5 minutes, 47 seconds. As Hermit continues to work at her control panel, she calls out, detonation in 5 minutes, which Valkyrie, hurry. Suddenly, something catches her attention. It says that signal. What? Oh, Sister, Valkyrie, and Witch all feel it too. And in the battle of Witch versus Wizard, Witch questions, Master Ziggy? Oh, they sense his presence. Witch smiles a smile of restrained bliss as she says, then he's alive. He's alive. Suddenly, a readout comes up for Wizard, and he says, what? He's engaged in combat with Void? That can't be. Witch questions, I thought you 4 dark stars were created by Master Ziggy as well. Wizard tells her defiantly, who created us is not the issue. Witch, and gotta get that butt shot in. Feel like Mashima was just like, I haven't drawn booty in a second. Which says, questions, do you think Master Ziggy wants us to fight? Wizard charges energy into his staff saying, I have been given one order and one order alone, to destroy you, Witch regret. And he fires off his energy towards Witch. Witch manages to dodge as she questions, but who gave you that order? Wizard tells her, the grand and glorious will, the Eden's one, the will of Void, as he causes his energy to sweep across the deck, causing a massive series of explosions to go off. Oh, and okay, now we're cutting to 20,000 years ago. In the city where Witch and the others live, we see Witch and Wizard standing atop a balcony as Wizard calls out to Regret. He turns to her, blushing, saying, will you marry me? Is this before they had their kid? Shiki? Oh man, I really hope this series makes more sense once it ends. Witch is taken aback, blushing profusely. Wizard starts getting a little self-conscious as she looks away, but Witch smiles and says yes. We then cut to a crotch shot where Witch is sent flying towards the ground as Wizard calls out angrily, I will kill you! Witch scrambles to her feet and says, and I will show no mercy to anyone who threatens my family. Witch and Wizard then clash. A clash that takes off Wizard's left arm and Witch's. That's also her left arm. Both of their left arms just come off as we see the memory of 20,000 years ago. Wizard saying to Witch, I love you, and Witch saying, I love you too, Leonard. Gee, man, with some music and some good voice acting, this is gonna be soul crushing. The Wizard calls out, Forbidden ether unlocked. Get a taste of the magic of destruction as energy beams start bouncing out all around him. Witch then calls out, I'll show you the power of the shield. Which unleashes radical field, deflecting all of the blast. Wizard calls out, impossible! She deflected all of them? And they're deflected right back at him. He screams in pain, and Witch looks on with regret. Wizard's body down on the ground as she thinks perhaps somewhere in all the universes there was a world where we didn't need to fight. Okay, aside from the weirdness with Void and Ziggy, whoa, that's getting out of hand. The stuff with Witch and Wizard, good stuff. Very sympathetic, very sweet, very, melancholy and all that. I do wonder how we wrap this up, because it's Universe Zero. The world of anything happy can happen, but ultimately, for happiness to happen, somebody's gotta lose. And to give Void a human face, a human face for Void it feels like they want to get our sympathy. Well, Mashima wants to have us be able to sympathize. I feel like you could have done something aside from making him look like just angry Shiki. Essentially, just like, that's just angry Shiki. Like, Ziggy's face was revealed to be older Shiki. And then we have this and it's like, Void, it's just angry Shiki. Like, it's almost like Mashima just wanted to keep using that older Shiki face. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Because where does this end up going, ultimately? I mean, this does feel like a situation where Ziggy and Void need to die. Like, their existence is... they're existent. And then I'm still waiting on answers. Like, Witch and Wizard of the past had a child, and that child's name is Sheep. What does that mean? What are the Dark Stars and Shining Star? Are they their counterparts from those years ago? Are they copies? Are they modified to be androids in the same way of like 17 and 18 from Dragon Ball? What does it all mean? There's this just bizarreness going on here that I'm just like, Mashima, buddy, you told us you worked this out forward and backward. You made some changes here and there, fine, but buddy, if you have reworked your entire story to some degree to make some of this work, I feel like you shouldn't have. Cause having something that people are able to predict, that's not a bad thing, because it means it makes sense. People could think of it and it makes sense. At this point, it feels like, okay, you're reaching hard. Cause I swear to God, unless there was some kind of mistranslation, they told us that the baby inside Rebecca was not fully formed enough to really be a physical existence. It was literally just a consciousness. And that consciousness somehow made its way into the Eden's 1. The Rebecca being incorporated into the Eden 0, which that's a whole nother kettle of fish. Is it just that Void, it made himself look like an android, much in the same way as the Dark Stars and Shining Stars? Fine, I can understand that. But why give yourself the same face as your father? Why? You're trying to wipe out humanity, man. Unless that is his still lingering feelings towards humanity. But at the end of the day, why are you doing this, man? Why are you doing this? I don't know if the explanation we get at the end of this will be satisfactory. Because now, with this information, it changes so many things about how I feel towards Void. By making him what he is right now, you have fundamentally changed so much about how I think about this character. And I'm not sure if you can pull this off. With the direction we were going before, where it was just like, Void is the AI of the Eden's 1. Which, even that was like a little bit off, but it's just like, okay, evil AI. Shoot, I could even take that maybe Ziggy didn't want to ride around in his dead girlfriend, baby mama, whatever. Which still think about Rebecca, an alternate version of Rebecca being incorporated into the Eden. I kept expecting for us to, at some point, just find Rebecca's corpse, like in a tube with wires sticking out of it, or something along those lines. The moment we heard about that, I'm just like, okay, that's horrific. The series. I'll grant you this feels like some endgame-ish, because you don't pull this out until you're ready to just be done with this. Oh, man. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. My head still hurt perpetually because of this. Like, what was something that was just like, okay, it's sci-fi BS, has gone beyond the pale. And I don't know how to feel about it. Like, Eden 0, you were doing so well. You were doing so well. You didn't need to make this hard of a turn, man. You didn't need to do it. You were almost done, man. Why'd you do this? Why'd you do this, man? Oh God, I hope Mashima sticks the ending. I'm having an existential crisis. It's fine. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Till next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Bye-bye.